guys, it's ToProForuGames or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my top 5 videos. Today we are going over our first subscriber submitted top 5, and we're going to be going over the top 5 weapons that no one ever uses here in COD Zombies. So I was scrolling through the comments of my 5 things you didn't know you could do in COD Zombies, and I saw this amazing comment by Thomas, and I thought it was a really good idea. And of course, at the time, as you can see, it didn't have a ton of thumbs up, but still, I really like this idea, and I decided to make it into a top 5. So, 5 weapons that no one ever uses in COD Zombies, and you're probably thinking, this list is just gonna be full of bad guns because people avoid bad guns and they don't want to use bad guns, and that is actually not the case. This list is actually full of guns that are pretty good, but for some reason, people just don't use these weapons at all. People know about them, that's for sure, but they just don't use these guns, and it's a little bit odd. Now, if you want to get featured like Thomas in a future top 5, all you have to do is comment in the comment section below an idea you have for a top 5, and when I scroll through the comments and I like your idea, I will definitely make your idea into an actual top 5, and if you are commenting already and you see a comment that you really like and you want that to be made into a top 5, go ahead and drop that comment a thumbs up so I know you guys want me to do that specific top 5, and besides that, guys, if you haven't already, drop the video a thumbs up. Our goal is going to be 3,000 likes like always, and let's go ahead and start off our top 5 guns that no one ever uses here in COD Zombies. So starting our list off in the number 5 spot, this one may surprise a lot of you. It is the ray gun from Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I don't know about you guys, but I do know a lot of the zombie YouTubers or the OG zombie players just do not use the Black Ops 3 ray gun because compared to other ray guns in COD Zombies like the World at War BO1 or BO2 ray gun, the BO3 ray gun is absolutely horrible. It is not anything like the other ray guns, and it just isn't that good. It makes crawlers pretty early on, and it just doesn't kill. The other ray guns kill like up until round 30. In Black Ops 3, not so much. Now, a lot of you new players, new zombie players might use a ray gun a lot, but the majority of the community that were playing BO2, BO1 World at War just do not use a ray gun in Black Ops 3 because it is a very bad version of the ray gun in COD Zombies. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have the double barrel shotgun from World at War Zombies, and I really wanted to include at least one weapon from World at War Zombies on this list, and I think the double barrel shotgun is one of those weapons that no one ever really used back in the day, and even now, those people who go back and play World at War Zombies, the double barrel is just one of those irrelevant weapons. Now, it's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it's a lot better than you actually think it is. It kills zombies effectively, and on Duress, if you pack a punch it, it's a really good gun, I'm not gonna lie. It's a decent weapon. It's something that you don't really use all the time. It's not like you jump into the game and you want the double barrel, but if you get it, it's not that bad. And again, on Duress, when you have a pack-a-punch and you have the perks, it's actually not too bad. It's a pretty fun gun to use. The PAP version has a lot of ammo. It actually has a lot of range as well. And overall, it's a solid gun. And I know that back in the day, no one ever used this weapon. So slotting in at the number 3 spot on my list, I have the Dragunov from Black Ops 1 Zombies. And snipers in BO1, there's only 2 really. You had the Dragunov and you had the L96A1. Honestly, I do not remember the name of that sniper. It was a bolt-action sniper. They really weren't all that appealing, but out of the 2, I would say the Dragunov is kind of low-key just a little bit better than the bolt-action sniper. Now, non-papped, the Dragunov was pretty bad, and that's probably why a lot of people stayed away from this gun, but when you pack-a-punched it, it actually turned into a pretty decent weapon. And every time I mention the Dragunov in a video, I always have to mention this thing is amazing at killing George Romero on Call of the Dead. If not the best, it's one of the best weapons for killing George, just because Pack-a-Punched, I believe it does 1,000 damage per headshot, so it's absolutely insane. Of course, you have the headshot multiplier. This thing absolutely wrecks George Romero on Call of the Dead, and overall, it's a really good gun. It's kind of underrated, but no one ever used this gun back in BO1. Even now, no one really talks about the Dragunov that much. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have a bit of a head scratcher here because it is the Man of War from Black Ops 3 Zombies. And I don't know why people do not use this gun more. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you who are watching this right now and you actually use the Man of War consistently, but personally, and from what I've heard from other people in the community and YouTubers, and from what I've seen over the course of Black Ops 3 Zombies, the Man of War is really never talked about that much. It's never really... People don't use it. Like, I don't know what else to say. People don't use this gun, and it's kind of like, why? Because the Man of War is actually a really good gun, and I would almost compare it to, like, the FFAR. The FFAR is an amazing AR, and it's only on a specific amount of DLC maps, and everyone uses that. A lot of people talk about that gun. I see a lot of people using it, but when it comes to the Man of War, it's just one of those guns that's just there. And no one really talks about it, no one really uses it, but it's a good gun. It really makes no sense to me, and even for myself, it's a gun that I know is good, I know it's in the game, but for some reason, I just have never really used it all that much over the course of BO3. Sometimes if I get it out of the box, yeah, I'll use it for a bit, but I'll get rid of it right away, and honestly, I don't know why. This one, to me, again, it's a head scratcher. I don't know, maybe it's just me and the way I'm seeing things, but I feel like the Man of War is a really good gun, and no one really uses it. As soon as I started thinking about what my list for this top 5 might look like, I instantly placed this weapon right here in the number 1 spot, because it definitely, I guess, deserves to be here. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it definitely has to be in the number 1 spot for a list like this, and that is the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2 Zombies Origins. And unfortunately, this gun was only on Origins, and I think that is why this gun is just never used on that map, because it is buried beneath so many other good weapons. First off, you have all the staffs and Origins, which is the first thing you go for when you play that map. And then, when you go to the box where the Scorpion Evo is, you have weapons like the MG08, you have the Scar H, the Galil, all the other LMGs, the Mark II, the regular ray gun, and since BO2 Origins has PhD, the regular ray gun becomes a much more attractive choice in the box. And then, of course, you have the Scorpion, and the Scorpion is such a good gun. And I gotta say, maybe one of the best Pack-a-Punch names ever, the Evolved Deathstalker. Does Pack-a-Punch names get any better than that? I don't think so. This thing is an absolute beast of a weapon, and I think what they should have done is taken this gun and made it a wall gun, because the non-PAP version is okay, it's good, but it runs out of ammo really quickly just because it has such a fast fire rate. But once you Pack-a-Punch this thing, it literally becomes the Evolved Deathstalker. Maybe, just maybe, if this weapon could have been on a couple more maps in BO3, especially some of those early maps that really lacked powerful weapons or wonder weapons like Nuketown or, you know, Transit Farm, Bus Depot, or Town, this weapon would have been used a lot more. But unfortunately, it was added in on Origins, and like I just talked about, it's just buried. There's too many good guns on Origins, and you never really use this gun all that much, which is very unfortunate because it's such a good gun. It's a very fun gun to use, but again, too many other guns to use on Origins. It absolutely kills this gun. Therefore, no one really ever uses it that much. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 weapons that no one really ever uses here in COD Zombies. And honestly, the one that I am left thinking about is the Man of War. I really don't understand that weapon. It's good, but people just don't use it for some odd reason. Like I said, I know there's a lot of people who actually do use it, but for how good the weapon is, I feel like it should be a lot more popular. But then again, a lot of the ARs are on the wall in BO3, so that could probably be a reason why it's not used that much, especially since they added in the ICR as a wall buy. So it kind of makes sense, but still, it's a great gun, and no one really uses it all that much, which is unfortunate. But guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have an idea for a top 5, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you see a idea that you really like, go ahead and leave that comment a thumbs up so I know you guys want me to do that top 5. Besides that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for future top 5s, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.